But the next book was Hurricane, and I have a good mind to throw this book somewhere through my window into the ditch across the way somewhere. Really, when Jewell Parker Rhodes was writing this book, when she was sitting at her Murder She Wrote typewriter, a damn hurricane should have came through the window and blew them pages out that damn typewriter, because this book was boring. It was just, I don't know. I think what she was trying to do with the term hurricane, it was related to Hurricane Katrina. As I said in another video, this is based in New Orleans. It has a voodoo, somebody's texting me, it has a voodoo context behind it. But what I had a problem with was that she was putting too many themes on the whole, over the mystery. Like, you can't tell me that the main protagonist is going to run across a body of people in the first 30 pages and then she's not going to really do any procedural work. Granted, she's an amateur in the next 100 pages. It's like, what is going on between that time? She's just sitting around having visions and headaches, and it's like, okay, well, you're gonna ever like go on your, you know, figure out who killed these people? But like I said, it was a lot, it had a lot to do with themes on environmentalists, racism, and feminism, and a lot of mythology that was presented in the book. And I think those things were so heavy, but not so heavy at the same time, that they pretty much clouded the whole mystery element of the book. So it didn't end too well to me. Then the next is Innocent Blood, which was very good. And excuse my French, but girl, excuse my French, like I ain't said a curse word before in these videos. Yeah, but anyway, Innocent Blood, excuse my French, but not so excuse my French, was on some crazy shit. Like, this book was crazy. It was crazy in a subtle and in a direct way at the same time. Like I said, it was about another video. It's about a young girl. Well, she's 18. She's decided to find out who her real parents were after she's been adopted. And what she finds out is that her real parents are some they are some rapists and some murderers. That's what she ends up finding out. And I know that's a spoiler, but you know, that's just the truth of the matter. But what really kind of disturbed me about this book is that I actually, when the main protagonist hooked up with her mother, the murderer, I actually grew to feel for the mother, even though we're not supposed to. And I actually grew to feel for the mother and actually grew to despise the main protagonist, because she did some stuff in here that I was like, are you for real? You gonna do that? Especially toward the end. Toward the end pissed me off, but I would give it 4 stars. So those were the books that I managed to read. And then the books that I'm going to be reading before I start my March Madness, which is me reading all the mysteries that I have on my shelf. Crucified for 33 Thoughts. This guy, Jack St. Louis, he contacted me on my blog, I believe, asking me to review this book. And I was like, girl, what? And then I had like 4 other people. I was like, girl, where are these folks emailing me for to read their books? I don't have time to read nobody books. But anyway, yes, I went on ahead. He was the first one, so I was like, shit, I'll go ahead and buy the book and read it. He offered to send it to me, but I went ahead and just decided to just buy it. That's because I'm cool like that. But that's going to be the first book that I'm going to read next. And then looks like we're going to be doing a read-along of First Date by R.L. Stine. Me and the Fiction Fairy. If you've seen some links on one of my other videos, we had a discussion, I suppose you can say, as to what we wanted to read, and First Date was what we chose. So I have not read this book in years. I do not remember what it's about. I think it's about a not overweight but a chunky girl who is finally getting her first date between 2 boys, and one of them turns out to be a killer, because it wouldn't be an R.L. Stine book if one of them wasn't a killer. So the last note that I'm going to do is Fishing for Light. You can see that. Uh-oh, wrong. Anyway, this guy, Nathaniel Sewell, he or his book consultant, I suppose you can say, contacted me on my blog, and they asked to do a guest post. So I'm going to put a link there to attribute you guys to that guest post, which I thought was hilarious, and maybe you can check out his book too. So that's all I got for today. I feel like I've been rambling, and maybe I'll do some cuts and splits and splats and splats in this video to get it done, but I appreciate it. I gotta go. It's too much for me right now. It's just too much. Bye.